Yes.
Okie dokie, whenever you're ready.
So Thomas, how did you get here? Thomas, what was the first recollection of you being interested in anything to do with drama or theatre?
My first recollection will have been when I went to a village hall pantomime when I was 7 in Swallowfield Village Hall Panto, and I watched a production of Aladdin, and I remember sitting next to my mum and watching Wishy Washy getting put through the shrinking, like they were trying to put him in the washing machine. He came out as a little kid. They had to put him through the stretcher to try and grow him up again. And I just thought, seeing the props, the colours, the costumes, and the acting on stage, I just thought it was magical. And I said to my mum, I'd love to do that one day.
Primary school, can you remember doing anything to do with drama or school plays at that age?
At that age, I was lucky enough, we did the year 6, when I was in year 6, we did the final play. We did Oliver, and I played Fagin, and I had never really spoke up much in class before. I was quite a shy kid, and I had to do 3 songs as Fagin, and that in itself was such a confidence boost for me, and a lot of my mum and dad and a lot of parents didn't realise that this boy, was capable of standing up in front of people and actually singing as well as talking. So that was a core memory for me and for my family.
Into secondary school, did you know that drama was becoming increasingly an important subject for you?
I think so. It was a toss-up between a lot of things. I had a real interest in history, real interest in English literature. I just knew obviously I can do maths, but that wasn't my path, as it were. And I knew that words and remembering words was more something I could do. And so I tried to get involved in as many in-school activities, drama-related, and outside school drama-related things with amateur dramatic societies. So the older I got, past 14 and 15, I started taking it more seriously and being like, I want to try and do this. And yeah.
And did you do GCSE drama?
I did, yes, GCSE drama.
And when you presume you got your GCSE?
Yes.
What was your thinking then? Is it something you wanted to study into the sixth form?
Into the sixth form, yeah. I took on A-level theatre studies and did that for 2 years. And then I also took BTEC dance alongside it.
And so by the time you were coming to the end of sixth form, when did you start thinking, actually, I'd like to do this professionally?
Professionally, I sort of knew from year 11. So before I did my A-levels, I was like, I love this. So I took it as an A-level to study as much as I could. And then by the time I got to the end of my A-levels, I was like, this is what I want to do. So I went on audition for drama school, and I ended up doing a foundation course straight after my A-levels at Reed College in Reading.
And when you were looking at drama schools, there's quite a few out there.
Yeah.
What attracted you in terms of the reading you had about drama schools? What kind of school appealed to you?
I liked the drama schools that offered a variety of different things. I liked that they had drama schools that had an emphasis on stage acting, because that was the first and foremost, but also ones that understood the importance of screen acting as well, and the other areas of audio dramas, screen acting, but they had a root in the theatre was the first thing.
And which school did you eventually end up going to?
I ended up going to Alra North, which then transitioned into Rose Bruford College.
And how many years did you do there?
3 years.
And tell me a little bit about the highs and lows of 3 years of drama school.
3 years of drama school, you really do strip yourself back to basics. And if anything, I just saw it as such a privilege and such an opportunity to just spend 3 full years with people that have chosen to do this, because it's a bit different from GCSE. Sometimes some people have chosen to do GCSE, but some people aren't really going for it, and that's not a problem. But at this point in drama school, everyone's there and they're paying a fee to be there, so everyone is turned on. So that was the highs, was just being with like-minded people that all wanted to give it their all. And it's difficult because it's, especially first year, it's coming from moving. I moved all the way up to Wigan, up into Manchester from Reading. So obviously moving out of house, so you're going through all of that sort of personal stuff as well, which then you have to craft. You have to make sure that you have a safe distance from acting and your personal life, and you grow at the same time, but in different ways. So balancing that.
And as you approach the end of your training, what was it like looking ahead in terms of navigating a career in this business? How exciting?
Very exciting, very exciting. It's a wonderful industry that is so diverse and open to so many people, and it's about, the exciting part for me is finding my place in it and carving out my own path as everyone else is carving their own, and just being supportive to all of my friends and all of my fellow creatives, that we all deserve to be here, and it's just how our careers look is completely different.
And one last question is, what advice would you give your 14-year-old self? What advice would you give someone who's thinking of, maybe they have a real interest in it? What kind of things could they get involved with to help them with their ambition?
I would advise, stay curious, read as much as you can on it, or audio dramas, audio books, and get involved. Get involved in amateur dramatic societies outside of your school. Get involved in school and outside of school, and sit down and work out what disciplines do you need to improve on in order to get there. So break it down, so it's not so much of a big ethereal, I don't know how to achieve that. Break it down into like mind map, break it into each component and tackle each component one at a time, and it will become much easier.
Thomas John Harris, thank you very much.
Thank you.